guys, welcome back to our channel. So for the longest time, Peter has not posted any of his work that needs to be censored on things like Instagram and Facebook because he doesn't want to put big bars over things. He finds it distracting and that it's ruining his piece that he created. So he normally only puts those on websites where he can display them how they were meant to be seen as they were shot. But he's recently noticed that a lot of the bigger photographers are posting their work with censorship on them. So he's decided, well, maybe I will then. But in doing that, he's going to still make it his art. So he's going to create his very own censor bars and then he'll start posting it. So he's going to make them now.
So for the last, I would say, maybe 8-9 years, I've refused to censor my work. So platforms like Facebook and Instagram, if I have to censor it, I wouldn't put it up there. Basically because a lot of people who censor it, when you look at it, all you see is your eyes go straight to this white patch wherever it is, and it distracts you from the painting. It also says there's something wrong with it. But I've decided there's a lot of work they do that's really good, and it's not about the bits, it's about the picture. So instead of having my art destroyed by censorship, I'm going to make art to put on my art to censor it for those horrible platforms. Because at the moment we do need them because that's how we get our brand to grow. So I've got a black board here and I haven't tried anything yet, but I'm just going to make some stuff which I will photograph and use that as my censors. So this is an old dirty roller. Half of it is rock hard, the other half has got a little bit of movement. So I'm trying to make my censorship slightly arty. It might be a complete fail, but I think I know what I'm doing. So that's perfect for my first one. I like that a lot. Oh, I should have been an artist. Let's try again, and I'm going to put on thicker. Cool. As you'll see, everyone's going to look a little bit different. I might just do 3 of these ones, because as I get more paint on it, it's getting thicker and all right, I'm happy with those 3. And you can see why I'm doing this is because it's just unique already. It's looking like art. It's got a feeling about it. In fact, I might just make that a little bit thicker there. Make that thicker there. I like that dribble line. No, I won't do any more of those. All right, so I'm going to quickly swap. I'm being really dumb. I didn't change into painting stuff. So I'm just changing to a different roller. This one is a bit fluffier, but it's just so I've got a couple of different types of rolls, and I want the fresh one. We might take a lesser one and a lesser one. And I think my final one, come on, turn the roller. I want lots of paint on it. Although I might leave this for, oh no, I should be able to. So this one I want a drippy one, so I want to have it problem is I'm just scared that one of the others might run. But if I do it that way, it might work. So just hoping to get a little bit of run And stuff like this is no different than when I'm doing photography. It's a matter of you having ideas and thoughts, and you're just building on. So all I want to do is add some more paint to get a couple of paint runs down, and I'll lay it flat when it's past. Oh, I like that texture. Oh, that's a really good one. I don't want it overrunning, I just want a little bit of a drip. So this one just has a sort of a dripping difference. And a little bit of drips happening on one or two of the others. I think that's enough for my taste. I don't want more than that. So I will kill the drip. So once this is dried, I will come back and photograph it. So my paint's dried. I've set up my Hasselblad with the 35mm. The settings don't matter much. At 100 ISO, I'm at 4.5, and I'm shooting at about 1/10 of a second because I'm on a tripod. I'm going to trigger it from the computer over there. I'm just going to do a focus check on this. Yep. So I've tried to have everything as square, but that really doesn't matter. That's just a me thing from my old product days. And I can come over to here. I can trigger it. That's looking fine. Now, I just want to get to stretch to black and white, and I want to take any color out of it because it won't be used in color. I could color correct it here. I'll just get my blacks down to black. So I'm getting all the bulk of my alert on. So that should be, that's still 9s and 10s. So that I can still push that even higher if I wanted to, but that's, I'm not going to see anything come into a picture with the blending mode with 9s and 10s. And then I'll just work on the whites and just run them just to go over around about there. And that's 249s, so that's fine. Still got headroom at the top. If I turn those two off, I'm going to get a nice clean black and white to use in different blending modes. So I'm just going to save those settings. I'm just going to work my way through just taking each of the swatches. So come up, try and line that up over the top of it. Try and keep it as square as possible, middle as possible. It's looking pretty good. Focus it again. What I should actually be doing is doing mirror up, but I don't care about that much for this. But if I was doing other work at a slower speed, I'd be doing that. So I'm just going to continue through, get all of that, and I'll see you back in the office. I'll show you how I'm going to use them. So I'm back in the office, got my picture I'm going to destroy with censorship, and just show you how I intend to use these. So first thing I'm going to do is I've just got them sitting in a folder here. These are just TIFFs and being cropped to the size I want them. So it's as simple as just grabbing one of these and dragging it straight onto the picture. I might just quickly stick them all up, just sitting up in here. And you'll just see when I load them, they all become smart objects, which means I can completely change their size over and over again. That won't pixelate. So these are all the photos I took. Now it's as simple as just changing the blending mode. Because we're white and we're going to put it on to something, the easiest blending mode to use is lighten, because you can see exactly what happens. Now, the joys of running through all of this, you can see what's going to happen just by running over these. But I just go to lighten, and if I just apply that to the rest of them, there's my swatches. So I can now just drag and resize and work out what is the best one that I feel suits this picture the most. So my gut feeling is I'm heading towards that one. So if I just select that one and we'll drag it over the top, and sorry for the black thing there, I've got to do it, otherwise YouTube won't let me do this anymore. And I will just turn off that now from behind. You can already see what's going to happen. So if I go to transform, I can now style this to shoot where I want to put this, and that's looking pretty good there. And that was just like a really quick and simple. It has a feel that fits in with this picture. It does feel a little bit more like art than if you just put it like the black bar I had before. Now, the other thing you can do, you could overlay a couple. So what I could do is grab that one there, bring that over the top of the other one, and get a sort of a dual spread of how that looks and just play around. Again, I could just do a transform on that and try and work out where I want it most to sit. And it's quite nice sitting just in there. And you'll see, these are all the things that I can play with. So just by turning on and off these ones, I can get the different look that I want. And I might just grab both of them and just play around with the placement. There's looking good. I'm quite liking that. And it's that simple to try and, instead of having some horrible big black box, make up the type of censorship things you want, so you can have a consistency across your work that everyone starts to realize, oh, well, that's like, it's adding an effect to the picture, not just destroying it. It's actually adding a type of a feel to the picture.
So we hope you guys enjoyed that and it was somewhat inspiring for you to maybe create your own artwork. If you did like this and you want to check out some more of our behind the scenes videos, you can head over to Inspire. I will leave a link down below, and I will also put up some other censored videos on the screen now.